Hello, ladies and gentlemen out there in the land of the internet and internet land. Hello, everybody. What's cracking? What's bonking? How's everybody doing? How's everybody been? It is us, the NoSkill Boys, and we are back with another episode of the NoSkill Podcast. Welcome. Hello, everybody. I am your lovely host. I am DJ, and to my right, your left is Mike A.
Man, I just wanted a Pepsi. That's all I
No, you're on drugs. Name the song. And to my left, you're right. The beautiful sky god himself. It is Darvo Brandon.
No one's fed me yet. I'm hungry.
You're a grown adult.
But yes,
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Well, welcome everybody. Hello. We are trying to recuperate for the fact that we lost a recording because OBS is great, updating your computer is great, or your computer saying "fuck yourself" is great. Don't we love that, Brandon? We love that around here, right?
Yeah, I totally didn't lose a lot of files recently.
And he had to update OBS to be with one of the other plebs, myself, and use OBS as
I had to
worthless as it is
freaking
currently.
reinstall Windows, my guy.
Yeesh. I don't envy you.
I had to
But
get
funny
everything
enough,
set up again.
You what?
I had to get everything set up again.
No.
Anyways, moving on.
I already felt bad enough when I got the new PC because my other one decided to just, shit, and I had to re-download all the games again. That was an adventure. And my roommate was home, so we had to split the bandwidth. That was great.
I'm just glad all no skill and footage related stuff is on a different hard drive. We would have lost everything.
But back to the matter at hand. You see how this man is dancing right here. Funny enough, he started singing and talking about music. We have another music talk for you lovely, lovely people. It's been a hot minute since we've talked about music, and it's something that we're all very passionate about, more specifically rock music. So for you rockers out there, sit tight because it's gonna be a fun one. If you're one of those, synthwave, Latin fusion jazz types of dudes, maybe this isn't the video for you, unless you just want to look at me. Rich, go ahead. But no, to start, as of this recording, Mikey actually put in our Discord this big ass festival that's going to be coming up in his neck of the woods. That is essentially I wish it would just go on a full-fledged tour and take over as the new Ozfest / Mayhem Fest, but this festival called Aftershock. They released the lineup, and holy shit, it is fucking gnar. Right about here, Mr. Editor, if you wouldn't mind putting a picture up of the lineup, that'd be sick, so that way the folks know what we're talking about.
Yeah, depends if I'm lazy or not.
Understandable, true. Just Google it if he doesn't. So, Mikey.
Yes.
My first question is to you. When did you just randomly stumble upon this lineup? Were you doing some meta mining? Were you doing some digging?
Okay. That's a fun story. My family is all very into their genres of music respectively. And Mando and I were just talking about maybe not going to Aftershock because they released two bands that are really good bands that I enjoy, but I didn't feel like they would be the end-all be-all headliners because Aftershock is Northern California's premier rock and metal festival. We absolutely deliver. It is so good. Ugh. And I just didn't feel like Guns N' Roses and Pantera would be the end-all be-all because we've had the return of System of a Down off of their hiatus. Muse, Lamb of God, Gwar, Megadeth. I didn't feel it. And my dad randomly shoots me a text while I'm at work that says, "Hey, check your phone. The Who and an unbelievable amount of bands just got added to the Aftershock lineup." Me dropping everything, knocking shit off of my toolbox, just scrambling to get my phone, saw it, and just Megadeth, The Who, Baby Metal, Polyphia, Fire from the Gods. Went Super Saiyan in the shop, and this has been my mood for the whole day. I've been just giggles and bouncing and so hyped. So hyped.
And it's something absolutely, definitely to be hyped for. That's what I love about some of these big, like gargantuan, one like 2, 3, or even 4 day long festivals, is because it just brings together a shit ton of music that you're familiar with, music that you might not be familiar with, but they're gonna be there, along with a bunch of local talent too. I'm assuming because a lot of those bands that were gonna be like the openers, a good chunk of them I've never even heard of, but they could fucking slap for all I know.
Yes and no. There's a good mix of openers. There's a couple undergrounders, and then there's a couple people just hitting the scene on satellite radio, liquid metal. A couple people hitting different social medias, and smaller bands like Currents and Gideon, who normally stick to their kind of underground or small shows, are
I've
going
seen
to be
Gideon
able to
live.
get on the main. Dude, they're great, right?
Oh yeah.
But
Saw them with
yeah,
Daisy.
all right. They get a real mixed bag for Aftershock because yeah, it is rock and metal. We'll get rap, we'll get country, we'll get hip hop, we'll get artists from all over the world. Like you guys saw the footage on our TikTok for Bloodywood. Man, those guys slayed it. That was how you start a show at 10 in the morning right there. Whew.
Who would thunk a band from fucking India can turn the house out? If you don't know Bloodywood, you need to go look them up. They're fucking gnar.
Ah, dude. Hit Machi Basad and just let the roof blow off.
Like if you're not in the pit, you better be jumping up and down. You better be doing some sort of movement because that song hits you with just that type of adrenaline to where your body goes, I need to do something. I need to do something.
Well, they were an opening act, and it was still like a 50-foot circle pit that was just dust, man. You could barely see people moving through that thing. It was wild.
Oh, damn.
See, that's what I love about some of these like underground, like either underground or not so known. I don't even want to just leave it at rock bands. I'll just say music in general, where they'll sell out a crowd. Like last year I went to go see Bring Me the Horizon, and opening for them was what's the band's fucking name? Knocked Loose.
Oh my god, I love Knock Loose.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
And then before them was this guy named Grandson. He's like a poetic / hip hop / rock genre. This dude was like out. He was hopping up and down. He was having a good time. He was turning the crowd out. Then at one point he starts getting to his more inspirational and emotional types of songs. And at one point, he hops off the stage, tells security to go fuck themselves, and he hops into the crowd and starts doing like his next 3 songs from the audience.
Yeah, that's some showmanship right there. That's the shit right there.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I thought that was amazing. And this is from a guy whom I don't know from a fucking hole in the ground. Like, you know what? Just because of how animated and how into it you are and how much fun you are clearly having, this tells me I'm missing out. I need to go add you to Spotify like yesterday.
Nah, man, showmanship sells, and a real artist has that ability to deliver. And that's one of my gripes with Tool, as I don't believe they have that ability. But that might just be my hot take of the day.
That's a hot take for me. I'm not the biggest Tool fan. I respect the hell out of them, but
They're
I cannot
talented.
say I am a Tool fan.
I mean, they're
just
talented.
not showmen.
This is not my type of music. I never really got into Tool. But in terms of showmanship, that reminds me of when I went to see the Wage War concert, but While She Sleeps was there, and oh my god, that singer was in that crowd basically in the entire show.
Yup.
So, but then same concert, of Knocked Loose, Bring Me the Horizons, whose grandson's done with his stage set. Next, it's Knocked Loose. I think Knocked Loose is great, but unless you were just a diehard Knocked Loose fan, the comparison of crowd participation was very, very, very. They were more. I hate to say it. During Knocked Loose set, a lot of people couldn't be bothered. Like, even though they're actively on stage, there was people in line. I'm talking. There's at least a minimum 200 heads long, waiting to get alcohol or waiting to go to the bathroom or waiting to get food. Like that, the actual concert area, there was not that many people in there. And this is like a crowd of, I'd say maybe 3,000 people, and at least 500 of them weren't even there, me included. I really wanted to get more beer.
You picked a terrible time.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
You weren't there.
Like, you could still see the concert and hear the music, but I was like, I don't really feel the need to actually be in there. And again, that's nothing against Knock Loose. Though, again, their music is fucking sick. But I think it just might have been the crowd shift from like a very inspirational like poet / musical artist switching over to Knocked Loose.
Watch your back, side to side, circle bit, tear shit up. Mistakes like fracture. Yeah, no, that's definitely a hard shift.
So I think that's what threw it off for me. But going back to what I was saying, that's what I love about a lot of these concerts. And that was just a simple, regular ass band tour. Some of these big ass festivals are what introduced new waves of music that people would have never gone into. Like, we all remember Warped Tour.
Oh yeah, I miss
How
it,
many
man.
bands? Huh?
I miss it, man.
Same.
I miss the glory days.
Like, how many bands did you like discover at Warped Tour that you don't think you would have ever heard if it weren't for going to like one single Warped Tour?
Man, I'm not gonna say there's been a lot because you know me, I get around in the music scene. But seeing Chelsea Grin live, that definitely made me a diehard fan. That was a show you couldn't like explain to somebody. You had to be in that crowd. You had to feel that intensity. You had to see people giving it their all in 115-degree weather on blacktop, just sending it because that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Warped Tour was magical, man, and it's such a weird place to where you can go from that to Real Big Fish to Necrogoblicon to The Used to oh my god, was the other really out there one? Kubla Khan. Kubla Khan was interesting, and Twisted. They play back to back.
That's when, like, especially for me, when Warped Tour was that festival where I realized, okay, it doesn't need to just be about rock music.
Mhm.
Same tour, Warped Tour. You have Suicide Silence with Mitch, rest in peace, Mitch, playing on one stage, and then on another stage you have Jeffree Star, and then on the 21 and up stage where it's like local talent / you probably wouldn't sell out a main stage. You have fucking Psycho Stick performing, and the singer is butt chugging Jägermeister out of an old boot. Shocker.
What a sentence, my guy. What a sentence.
But I'm kidding. This man is wearing a Gestures hat. He just got done singing the beer song, for those that know the beer song. And then he just all of a sudden pulls out this boot. The drummer dumps a bunch of Jägermeister into it, and then he just chugs this damn thing, slams the boot to the ground, and they start singing 2-Ton Paperweight. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Who are you guys? Turns out they're actually from my home state.
That does not surprise me at all.
So that's why I love some of these festivals. Now, this is where I'm going to turn it over to you real quick, good sir. Have you ever been to like a festival, like I'm talking a big one that might be a day or 2 or 3 or 4 long?
No, only a 1-day festival, not fest.
Okay, well then let me hit you with this. Of the festivals that we just listed and the festivals that I mentioned earlier, so whether it be Aftershock, Ozfest, Mayhem, which one would you want to go to, and who would you want to see there? Because with Mayhem Fest, it's mainly strictly metal music, minus the fact that you'll see Chevelle there every fucking year.
Well, mostly I would want to see Aftershock just because it's in Sacramento and I get to see this idiot right here.
He's pointing to him, by the way. He just doesn't have fingers.
That idiot.
There we go.
But other than that, what I will
Just
kind of hard to say because like I technically have seen the band I would want to see at a big festival already, but
Okay, well, let me hit you with this
Yeah.
then. So
Hit me with another
I'll
one.
just leave it at what would be the house headliners. Would you want to go see Ozfest, where you could see a very enthusiastic Ozzy Osbourne, even though he's 97,000 years old, but he acts like he's 20? Maybe go to Mayhem, where usually it would be Disturbed and Slipknot headlining.
I would probably just say Ozfest because I would want to see Ozzy Osbourne at least once in my life. You know, I've
Understandable.
already seen Slipknot at Knotfest in Iowa, so it's like that's the best I'm gonna probably get for a while.
That's another one. Speaking of when you went to go see Knotfest, this man went to go see Knotfest where Slipknot came from.
Yeah, in
In
their home
Iowa.
state, it was amazing.
And speaking of just random music making its way towards genre tours that you wouldn't think it would be there. Didn't you say Tech Nine was there?
Tech Nine and Suicide Boys.
Rap music at one of the biggest influences of industrial metal next to Fear Factory.
Yep, it was
Static
an
X.
insane lineup. Crazy lineup.
But then again, this is something that we've known with Slipknot forever. Every time they go on tour, they always have some band on there that you would never expect to see them tour with. Like my first time seeing them, I was a senior in high school. It was them headlining naturally, Trivium and Coheed and Cambria.
Like the Tech Nine thing was not a surprise. I knew it was a fine choice because Tech Nine and Corey Taylor, you know, that type of mix. But like, I was
He knows
not
everybody.
expecting.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that dude knows everyone. But I was not expecting Suicide Boys, and I will say they put on a damn good show. Everyone was losing their shit.
That's the beautiful thing about music is the fact that it has the ability to just fill people with just like this type of euphoria that's completely undescribable. Okay, so now turning back over here. So
Yeah.
you've been to Aftershock one too many
Yes.
times. You've been to Warp Tour.
Yes.
You've been to Mayhem.
No.
You've been to Ozfest.
No, I have not.
Oh my lord.
Is Mayhem in California as well?
Mayhem was a touring festival. Like it would tour all over the states
Okay.
and parts of Canada.
Yeah, but when most festivals come to California, it's in Southern California. And I don't know if you know anything about Southern California. It's really far from where I am. Really far.
It's
And staying
also AIDS. LA's down there.
okay. Staying down well, that's the issue. It's usually in LA and that area.
Yeah.
Staying there is so expensive because the cost of living is so high. Like for people to go to Aftershock, you can get hotel deals, you can get shuttle passes. They bundle things so it's affordable. And I'm not saying other places don't do that. What I'm saying is to do that here, you're spending like half as much because the cost of living is so much higher in Southern California. You have to double up on your transportation, your food, your lodging. It's not something I can personally afford. Aftershock's closer to home. Fraser and I can hop in the car, drive. We know where the free parking is. Mando's got the hookup, so he has people letting us into certain businesses so we can park on their property. Whoa, your arm scared me.
Yeah.
It's just something I can reasonably do, so that's why I like that one. Warp Tour was I had friends who were diehard, and you don't stay for multiple days. You go up, do your day, and then come home. So they were just more affordable. I'd love to be able to say, yeah, no, I went to Wacken or I went to Hellfest and traveled around. I just don't have that kind of money.
Wacken Open Air is on my bucket list. I want to go to Germany and see that festival at least one time. I will take Download Fest as a substitute.
Download's pretty sick, dude. Download's got some wild shows.
I have a live DVD of Lamb of God performing at Download, and I'm like, the energy there was just fucking crazy. Like just for not even at that point, Redneck it was, and I think it still technically is one of their biggest fucking hits. But this is when it was just a regular song because it was the third song on Sacrament, so it was the third one in line on the roster. I'm sorry, on the set list. And there was like 7 mosh pits going off at the same fucking time. Like every concert I've been to, there's 1, maybe 2.
Oh man, you should have seen Korn when they headlined Aftershock. just a wall of mosh pits, an inner crowd, and then a big circle pit. This shit was intense. Whew.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, download. I need to go to like my big three are download naturally,
Mhm.
Wacken Open Air. That one's always in Germany, and that's where every single metal band that's worth their salt is there. From the
Mhm.
likes of Lamb of God to fucking Amon Amarth, Cradle of Filth.
Sabaton.
Oh, dude, Sabaton is magic to see live. I wish they would tour in the States more. But and then also Rock Am Ring or just Rock Am Ring, which I think that one takes place in the UK too. I saw a live DVD of Linkin Park performing there, and I'm like, dude, Linkin Park. I miss Linkin Park so much.
I wish I was able to see them at least once.
Same,
Yeah.
same. But we'll always have the memories. Rest in peace, Chester, and all that. Okay, so then of the two festivals that you listed, so Warp Tour and Aftershock.
Yes.
Let's just say Warp Tour makes a comeback, or I'm sorry. Let's just say you had the ability to teleport to Warp Tour when it was in its prime. The bands that you want to see there are going to be there.
Man.
Would you sacrifice going to Aftershock to go to this once in a lifetime Warp Tour, or would Aftershock still be your thing?
That is so hard because the Warp Tour at its prime was the music era that really defined my teenage years, me growing up, me getting into like skater punk and metal and rock. But what I will say is Aftershock is getting so varied. It's hard to say no to it because while I'll admit Sunday for this year's lineup isn't going to be the closeout house banger, the fact that you're going to be able to see a Mongolian metal band, a Japanese metal band, and some of the greatest punk icons of all time in the same 3 hours, that's hard to replace. I would still take modern Aftershock because the variety is getting to unreasonably amazing levels.
Yeah, I'd say
like what he said, the closeout banger. I'll address the elephant in the room. Don't really care for Guns N' Roses. Respect to you guys, but don't really give a shit. I would have been there to see Rancid, Census Fail, Baby Metal, and I Prevail.
And that's the thing. I like Guns N' Roses and Queens of the Stone Age. I'm just saying, if that's your marker for the low point of headliners, that's insane. To say that your weak link in the chain is Guns and motherfucking Roses, that's next level. That shows that you're at the top of the game right there.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that Sunday, is that the day that Baby Metal and I Prevail are supposed to go up?
No. Saturday, Baby Metal is playing, and I think I Prevail is indeed Sunday.
I have the roster right now.
I would literally just go for Sunday to see I Prevail, and then I would leave.
I would go there.
I don't really care for any
I have
other
words
band.
for you. They're not TOS friendly. You're gonna hear them later.
No, I don't care. I don't really care that much for Sunday's lineup.
For Sunday's lineup, I'd be down to see.
They're good.
Rancid.
What about Billy Talent?
That's what I was getting. That's what I was getting.
Oh,
to.
not you. That was for Brandon.
Okay.
I don't know the Sunday lineup.
You Zoomer.
I'm reading it right now. Goddamn.
Well, read it.
Hold up. How about can I pitch an idea? How about we start the lineup start to finish and just go through with our opinions because this lineup is out of this fucking world this year.
All right. Yeah, start with the first day.
All right.
So we're starting with Thursday, which funny enough, so the headliners are Incubus, Turnstile, and the closer is Avenged fucking Sevenfold.
Woo! As you said that, Freebird started playing in my ear.
And now this is where I want to have a little bit of a conversation about Avenged Sevenfold, just because they weren't exactly on hiatus, but they have taken.
They were.
They took a long extended break because they weren't writing music anymore. They would do concerts as long as it was in their local area, but they weren't exactly traveling. And as of this recording today, March 14th, technically 15th now, they had just dropped a brand new song.
Which that means tour dates are also coming soon because that means a new album.
I'm just gonna say this one time. This is how System of a Down came out of retirement. They took a long extended time off. They dropped a single and then they did Aftershock, and then they continued a world tour after that. So there's hope. There's hope. This routine has been done before.
No, they're fully and officially like out of retirement. They're just still arguing with each other because that half of the band wants to make new music, the other half doesn't want to, and then they're also wanting to help out with the war in Lebanon because everybody knows they're Lebanese and they're very, very, very much so attached to their homeland. Understandable, respect. But when they do go on tour, if it's not a European tour, they tend to just stay in California, Washington, Oregon, and Nevada.
Which sucks.
Which sucks when you live on the East Coast.
Yeah, I would love to see them. But
granted, if this is true, if this is true that they're gonna do the When We Were Sick tour and that they're headlining, fuck everything. I'm going. I'm going to see it. But so we'll talk about System of a Down here in a little bit. Right now, it's about Avenged Sevenfold, Incubus, and Turnstile. But first, Avenged Sevenfold, because now I'm just curious. We're Avenged Sevenfold fans around here, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's not.
Right,
that's not. I dropped my hands. That was so much of an offensive question.
Yeah.
So then,
like, what the fuck? How dare you?
Without thinking, off the top of your heads, favorite A7X album and go.
Nightmare.
Oh, well, Brandon beat me to it. I'm not gonna lie. I was that COD kid who played that shit baked out of my gourd until 4 a.m. Avenged Sevenfold blaring. That was my life for a short period of time.
Very close. City of Evil. Very close.
City of Evil is my number one. I love City of Evil just because the first 5 songs punch you in the throat. Especially Trashed and Scattered. I was just like, okay, this song, this is a circle pit song.
God.
So, do you remember last time we were talking about rock music and we were giving you a hard time because you were singing your girlfriend, your longtime ex-girlfriend, Little Piece of Heaven on New Year's? You remember that story?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought about it that night. I'm like, damn it, DJ had pulled that. He could have got me too. I guess I shouldn't talk too much shit.
By the way, for future reference, those that might not know or understand, I'm gonna say this right now: "A Little Piece of Heaven" is not a couple's song.
No,
but it was good for edgy teenagers, which is what we were at the time.
Stick to, dude. It's so true. All the scene kids with the emo hair, the striped armbands, and then it's just like, this song speaks to my soul. I could kill you and I'd still be in love with you. Oh my gosh, he's so romantic. He said he'd murder me because he loves me. Suzanne, what?
What?
Although, if we're gonna name off a song, I'd say a great song just to jam out to would be on City of Evil, Buried Alive. That song is nice and long, and it's a banger.
Very, very, very solid choice. For me, I'd have to go with... It's actually a break tie. It's between Burn It Down on City of Evil and Critical Acclaim from their self-titled album.
Oh, true. Yeah, it's a good one.
It's critical acclaim. For those that know it, it is just a big middle finger to what's wrong with the world, and I'm very okay with it.
I'm just gonna throw out a classic because I can always listen to the song and not get tired of it. I'm just gonna throw out Nightmare. It's the album namesake,
and I think that was the first time I actually heard. Even though I knew Shadows could sing, but when and I know you hear their voices, I'm like, damn, he's holding that. Wait a minute.
Yeah, damn.
Let me find out. All right, so you, sir, Avenged Sevenfold song that you can listen to that you wouldn't mind busting out like right now, just to kick jam to. What are we listening to?
Oh, Beast and the Harlot, no questions asked.
Good fucking
don't know
choice.
Why.
Good.
I'm
choice.
in love with that song, man. That was the one.
That's one of my top 5s right there.
That chicken Beast and the Harlot made me realize I like girls a lot. Damn.
Can't say the same.
Damn. Oh, he's folding.
All right. Moving on. Well, he's pretzeled.
Yes. So, Incubus is also going to be there. Incubus is a very old rock band. For those that know, Incubus is actually really fucking solid. If you don't know Incubus, I recommend that you give them a listen. But what I want to talk about on this lineup, the fact that they managed to get AFI, for any of the hardcore emo kids way back when, AFI is on this Thursday. I almost said loadout. Yeah, AFI next to the Hemlock.
Mm-hmm.
AFI, is that short for something? I'm totally blanking here.
American Family Insurance. I don't know.
I don't know.
But they're
AFI.
an old school emo band that if you weren't listening to AFI, you were a fan of his Infernal Majesty, and they're retired. But
I was not a fan of him.
I only like maybe 3 songs, and the fact that Villa Vallo was best friends with Bam Margera, whom at the time was my fucking idol.
I respect it,
didn't
but I'm not a fan.
I didn't get too crazy into the emo scene, so that those bands don't ring a bell to me.
And
Meanwhile,
and so it was like
What?
AFI and what?
You said meanwhile. What do you mean by that?
oh, sorry, that was like 3 people talking.
No.
Meanwhile, I saw AFI was announced on this tour. I kicked over a toolbox and started singing Miss Murder standing on top of it.
I was just about to start bringing up Miss Murder.
I was
that's like
so overly dramatic today. My emo kid was just on full display.
I'm gonna have to check these out apparently after this.
Okay, Miss Murder is a banger song, but before that, they were a very much so emo band. For those I remember, the Silver and Cold, the Leaving Song Part 2. The Leaving Song Part 2 is what introduced me to slam dancing.
Really?
Yeah, because the entire music video is rounds upon rounds of a group of men just slam dancing into each other. I thought they were fighting. I didn't know that's what some people do in pits.
All right, fair.
But yeah, so Miss Murder is the song that I would recommend that you listen to because it's a bop, it's fun, and Davey Havoc can scream too. He's also handsome, but he could scream his ass off. Not anymore. He's like 57. Not really. And then Census Fail, another band that was big in the emo scene. Their claim to fame, at least to me, was their cover of Institutionalized, the song this man was singing earlier, got into the game Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. So I think that is going to be a banger line. Actually, this is just a random fucking thought. You know what band I think would do well at Taste of Chaos at Aftershock if they were to do a tour again? Y'all remember 3 Inches of Blood?
I do.
God, I love 3 Inches of Blood. Oh, dude. Destroy the orcs. Kill them. Kill them all. That is my D&D music for sure. That and Deadly Sinners. Woo!
Deadly Sinners, the Goat Riders Horde. The fact that man's voice can just go that high on its own naturally without pitch shift is unnerving.
Oh yeah, that dude's built different. That is a ghoul howl. Oh.
So for those that don't know, 3 Inches of Blood, they were would you consider them thrash metal?
They consider themselves black metal, which I think is hilarious because it's not true.
This is not true at all.
It is not true at all.
But you want a good song to jam out to. There's 2 singers. One is a high-pitched ghoul singer. The other one is a screamer. Listen to the song Deadly Sinners. It's on Tony Hawk's Underground 2, and it's also just a damn good song that you can listen to. The songs do differ in sound because they remastered it in, I want to say, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a damn good song that everybody should listen to and enjoy and love and have in your Spotify playlist at all times. I think they would do well if they were to make a comeback to Aftershock.
Absolutely. They would kill it. That's the perfect scene for it. They could post up right next to the Blackcraft emo and gothware. They have a whole tent. It'd be perfect. They'd fit right in.
And up next on the roster, I don't know, outside of those 4 that I listed, and Pennywise.
I was about to say, don't you dare. You can't ignore Pennywise, as that's one of their number 1 songs. Yeah.
I was just like, let me read this real quick, and then as soon as I saw Pennywise, I'm like, oh yeah, wait a minute.
I think that's going to be another band I'm going to have to look up later.
I'm not even mad at you. They're so far. They're before my time, so I'm not going to be mad at you for Pennywise.
Yeah, other than like the occasional lineups that I would see like at festivals where I would see the name. I don't know them.
Fair.
They're good.
And
And this is where I say again, like festivals can bring out music that you never thought that you'd be interested in or listen to. Like that's what some of these places, that's what some of these concerts do, is you become a fan of something that you didn't know existed or would never be a fan of. And then
DJ, you don't know the Cult?
huh?
I said you don't know the Cult?
No.
Okay, they're dad rock. I'll give you that. They're
Dad
definitely
rock.
dad rock. So maybe that's just me being old man. Old
I mean,
man.
I can jam out to some dad rock. There's a YouTuber that I watch who has a band that is considered that is considered dad rock, and they're just straight up called Daddy Rock.
Daddy rock.
Daddy rock.
You know what? That's at least good marketing. I'll give him that.
It's weird. Like for those that don't know who I'm talking about, his name is Jared Dines, and he's a musician in the YouTube space that knows
Everybody.
Fucking everybody.
He's a goofball too.
He's got single. Sit your ass down.
I'm sorry.
He's got singles with Howard Jones with Kill Switch Engage / Light the Torch. He's got.
Doesn't he have a freaking album with Howard Jones?
I don't think it's fully released yet. I think it's just 2 songs right now. He's got a song with Matt Heafy of Trivium, and then he just I don't know if it's out yet, but he has this big ass album coming out with every single like hot guitarist you can think of, both in the YouTube scene and actual band scene, from like The Do, for those that know The Do, Nick Nocturnal, Cole Bennett, Nita Strauss.
Woo, that's a name.
Oh yeah.
The man knows everybody. So give him a listen too as well. But yes, he does have a band called Daddy Rock, and they are dad rock, even though he's a metal musician. And his co-host on one of his YouTube channels is in a deathcore band.
Huh.
And he's in a daddy rock band.
Hey, you do what you do. You do what you love.
Do what you love, and you never work a day in your life.
Just do what you do.
Right.
All right.
Speaking of dad rock,
the
headliner for the next day.
That's what I was about to get into.
Okay, here we go.
We're in a wavelength, DJ.
All right. So next up, we're going into Friday. Do we want to go straight into the headliners, or should we talk about who's opening for them first?
Oh, well, there's a lot of good openers on this day. We could definitely do that.
There's a lot.
A
lot of good openers. Like Friday is the day to go. If you can only go for one day, Friday is the fucking day. We'll start down here. There's Currents, Varials, and Gideon.
Yes.
Woo!
Baby.
Ooh, time to throw
Already
some
sounded
elbows.
awesome.
Throwing windmills.
And Gideon, as I mentioned earlier, I've seen Gideon live with this band called Dayseeker, and I was in essentially an auditorium of 500 people. And
wait, you've seen Dayseeker?
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
It was Gideon, Dayseeker, and then The Devil Wears Prada, and the closer was We Came as Romans. It was for their 15 year
show.
That's a good show.
Holy hell, that's a good show.
I want to see Dayseeker so fucking bad. I've
seen
seen We Came as Romans and Gideon. I need to see Dayseeker, man.
I was still surprised at the fact that The Devil Wears Prada still kicks.
Their latest album's not that bad.
Like, dude, the pit found me. I tried to avoid it because I was still technically injured, and the pit found me. And I'm like, I guess I gotta. In the great words of Major Payne, I had no choice. I had to blast my way out. High pitched scream. But yeah, so Gideon fucking slaps. Currents, I don't think I think I need to listen to more of their stuff for me.
Well, they're brand new on the scene.
Yeah, they're pretty new.
Are they really like that new? Like new?
Yeah.
Okay, so then give me more shit.
I never heard of them, but I saw them at Open for Wage War, and I fucking love their shit.
Right,
they've been hitting the liquid metal circuit, getting promoted on satellite radio lately.
Dude, why does it? Dude, I wish there was more like rock radio stations. Real quick, I'm gonna take a side tangent. Y'all remember the shows on when MTV and Fuse still showed music?
Yeah, I do.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
for the rap
Are you talking about Headbangers Ball?
I was about to say for the rap heads, you had 106 in Park. We had Headbangers Ball.
God, I
Dude,
miss those
hosted by
shows.
Phil Labonte, the lead singer of All That Remains, and I can't tell you how much music I found through that fucking show. It was because of Headbangers Ball that I found Chimera and this grindcore band called The Red Chord. They're not around anymore.
Yeah, I remember when I still had cable. There was this one channel that way late at night, it would just be like for at least like 3 hours long of just nothing but metal music videos, and you would have to stay up so damn late to even watch the whole thing because it goes like from 1 to like 3, 4, or whatever.
Had to
I
put the
found
towel in the door so mom didn't wake up and see the light.
I found so many metal bands. That's where I found Red. Fucking so many different metal bands. It came from me
It's
just
nice to
staying up
put
and
Red on
watching
there.
that. But it was sucked that it was so late, and I was still in high school at the time.
So
I went to every time. Went to school fucking tired, man. But it was worth it. I got new music. Oh, I also found Annie's Okay from them. That's the other band. Annie's Okay.
Headbangers Ball, I found Chimera, The Red Chord, Soilwork, Devil Driver, just a shit ton of fucking rock music. Like,
fucking Guar, baby.
And then in the next line above them, this band lost his shit to two of them already. But even though I don't know them personally, but I know Mikey does. The Who. Talk to me.
The Who is a truly interesting experience. Who spelled H-U, not W-H-O. Lots of confusion, I'm well aware.
You're not
Is
the
a
50s rock band,
Mongolian.
they're dead.
They're technically The Who is still touring, DJ.
Doesn't count.
It's not the original members. I also believe that doesn't count. But you know what? I'm not getting into that argument. We'll be here all night. The other Who that I'm actually going to go see is HU. They're a Mongolian metal band. They do traditional throat singing. They use traditional instruments like brass, like these crazy looking brass drums that I couldn't tell you what they're called. They use horse neck guitars. They use traditional instruments with heavy metal and rock influence. And they've worked with Jacoby Shaddix. Oh my God, what's his name? Have you guys heard of their other English songs? Because they've done stuff with Maria Brink, and then the lead singer from Ashes to New. I've drawn a blank on his
The
name.
rapper or the singer?
The singer.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
So they've worked with some huge names. They are amazing. They put on such a good live show, and even with the heavy language barrier, they get the crowd involved. They get people moving. They get chants going that will just absolutely shake a venue to its core. Believe it or not, Whoopi Goldberg's a diehard fan. She saw them once and invited them back to their place. That's how good they are. And they just partied and hung out with her. Like, they are so incredibly talented. The music is so unique, and you get to see a little bit of the cultural side because they do wear regalia. They do have traditional instruments. It is all around one of the coolest experiences you will ever see at a metal show, and it's super like out there and different. I'm so excited to see them. I'm so excited to see them playing on a huge stage. Oh,
You said Whoopi Goldberg, and the first thing that I imagine is like her dressed up in her nun outfit from Sister Act, just moshing while the Who's playing.
well, so I guess the story went because they had worked with they actually did work for Disney for the Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, okay.
And somehow somebody in that circle is friends with her. And she said, "Hey, I like their music. Can you put us in contact?" So while they were on tour, she just invited them over to her place, and they were hanging out, taking pictures, having like a little party and playing music. Like, how does that journey come about? How do you just like, oh yeah, we're gonna go do this today? Who wants us to come to the house? Does she know who we are? She knows we're not the old white guys, right? Cool, let's go.
Well, it's almost the same thing. Like, you can't picture her standing and like taking a picture with the Who, but then you have the same concept. Jim Carrey's best friends with Cannibal Corpse. Nobody would have seen that coming. When I first found out that Jim Carrey's
Dude.
friends with Cannibal Corpse, I didn't
When
believe him.
I found that out, I
Makes so
almost
much
lost my
sense.
shit. But then I hear all this stuff about him being the huge metalhead, and I'm like, yep, that makes sense.
The guy's
old,
unironically a fan of Napalm Death. He's into metal.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The fact that he tried to actually talk about metal music on, I want to say it was an old broadcast of, I think it was David Letterman, and he
Yep.
full straight face asked David Letterman, "Do you know metal music?" No, what is that? And then he just starts doing like it was a horrible impression of gutturals, but it was
Jim
fucking
Carrey
hilarious.
nonsense.
Oh my god. Just
I love
Jim
that
Carrey.
clip.
It was Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah.
All right, before we get too lost in the sauce on there, next in line that I know this man also went apeshit for is Fire from the Gods.
Oh man, dude! Okay, so they do new metal, they do rock. They have the new album's really nuts because it does a lot of clean stuff, it does a lot of technical stuff, and then it even has some with with reggae and rock and rap influence. And then they've worked with Sonny of POD. Oh man, Fire from the Gods has that classic skater punk sound with a very like bouncy groove metal. Oh, dude, they're so good. I love them. I love the music. I absolutely think they put on a fantastic live show. AJ is one of those singers who gets into it and he's up on the rail, like crowd surfing over people while still keeping the song going, getting into it, throwing the mic to fans. Like they are a full package. The music's fantastic. I'm so excited to see them at a big venue because I've always seen them in small places.
Wait, isn't he the one in the viral clip where he was I guess you could say walking on the crowd, where like instead of crowd surfing, they were holding their hands out and he was stepping, he was putting his feet on their hands and walking on them, and then somebody threw a beer at him that he caught. Was that him?
No, I don't think that was not him.
Okay.
Whoever it
I don't know
was,
if there's
legend.
any good
But damn.
I don't know if there's any footage of these guys doing that or doing any crazy stuff because, like I said, they usually play small venues. They usually open for bigger bands. This will probably be one of the first few times where they're on a big stage with a huge crowd, and I'm so excited to see it just take off, especially when they play some of their older stuff and it just goes really hard skater punk. People are going to go wild.
Understandable. Especially
And
when
the
I
ladies are going to be screaming.
especially when I hear like skater punk, it takes me back to some of the bands I would listen to when I was a skate rat, such as like Bad Religion and Rise Against.
No, my god. Yeah, Rise Against. Goddamn.
All right, then next up on this docket, on the same line, I know this man doesn't care about him. I don't know your opinion on him, but I'm starting to. They're starting to grow on me. But Memphis Mayfire.
I'm iffy. There's like a couple of songs that I do like of theirs, but meh.
The first song I heard was the song "Make Believe," and it wasn't even the actual sound of the song itself, and the fact that it's a very good, like solid rock song. But I'm also big on lyrics. Like I have an entire playlist of songs ranging in genre that your words stand out to me. I can listen to these when I'm having a good day. I can listen to them when I'm having a bad day, and then they'll make me feel better a little bit because somebody else is able to convey what I'm feeling when I have problems conveying what I'm feeling. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't particularly see it in Memphis Mayfire.
Yeah.
So like just the two songs off the top of my head is Make Believe and Bleed Me Dry, and I'm like, okay, these guys are spitting. They're talking about what I feel, and you know what? I can add these to a playlist. Will I say I'm a diehard fan? No.
I think the only song that comes to mind, I know there's two technically, but the only one I can remember is called Thief.
Okay, and then I know they just released a new song with, I think, the same guy from Fame on Fire. It is Fame on Fire, right? Yeah, Fame on Fire. All right.
But yeah.
And then moving up, this man, if he can go on a Friday, he's gonna lose his shit. Bad Omens.
Yes. I've already seen them twice, but I don't care.
Same, bro. They never put on a bad show. Bad Omens performs every single time. They deliver. Oh, dude, I'm
Dude,
so
I
excited.
would have
And
saw.
they released.
I would have saw them next month, but before I can even buy the tickets, they're already sold out. Fuck you, TikTok kids! You're selling out shows. Damn it! They're probably not even going to stay there for most of the show anyway.
Yeah, I did. And I'm excited because they released new music since the last time I saw them. If I got to push a TikTok kid out of the way to get to the front stage, so be it. You've all been warned.
Dude,
This is your warning.
It's pissing me off. This is the second show they're coming back around, and they were sold out before I can. Dude, the tickets weren't up for a week.
That's the thing, though. They're really popular beforehand. Like, whenever
Yeah,
we
they
saw them
were,
in big
but-
venues in the Bay Area, crowd, do you know the words? And it would just be a chorus of people. Like, the building was vibrating.
they're
Everybody was
awesome.
singing.
And that's great. But ever since Just Pretend came out and it became a huge TikTok thing, they've been selling out shows, and most of the people leave after that song. It's pissing me off, dude. I want to see Bad Omens, fuckheads, whatever.
Dude,
No, those are the people you got to grab by the shoulders and hold on to when he yells, "Split the room!" Like, you're learning, you're staying for this.
It's like, you're my shield now, bitch.
Real quick, is your in-game mic muted because your mouth's not moving?
Probably is.
Anyway,
Just a quick check.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
but god damn, I love Bad Omens.
And I feel bad that I slept on them the first time I had the chance to see them live. Because again, this might sound stupid of me, but when it comes to certain bands, I'm there to see them. I kind of don't give a shit about who's opening for them. I just kind of, in this case, it was at a Day to Remember concert, and it was Bad Omens opening. Then it was the plot in you, and then A Day to Remember. And I was like, I have no clue who Bad Omens are. I don't think I give a shit. I just really want to see A Day to Remember. And so my friends and I were in the parking lot pre-gaming. And when I tell you, I hear one of the gnarliest growls my ears have ever ingested.
Bro.
I dropped a beer, picked it back up, dusted it off, finished it, told my buddy, we need to go now. I think we might have fucked up.
Oh, bro.
Especially if they play glass houses.
Bro, Noah's voice. You can go from sounding an angel to sounding like a fucking demon.
And especially with a voice like that, I was expecting it to come out of like, a heavy set, girthy man. Like I'm talking.
So I played Death of Peace of Mind, but then the next song to a friend, I played Dethrone, and he thought they were two completely different person.
Well, how do you feel about Burning Out, where you get the transition, that clean back and forth, because you don't hit his worst, but you don't hit his lowest. It's just smooth the whole time.
Oh yeah, dude! That's so good.
Yeah, I was shell shocked when I looked upon the stage and I saw a man that was the size of the legs of these chairs, and I'm like, you can do that?
That dude's got some power.
Yeah.
All right.
It kind of reminds me of I think his name is Rory or something like that. The singer for Daysinger. He can scream if he wants to. That dude has some pipes, but he has a beautiful voice.
All right, and this is where we're gonna have to speed run a little bit, or else we'll be here for the next 3 hours because we still have 2 other days to go through, and we're already damn near an hour.
I was gonna say, get to the day 2 headliners. Get to the day 2 headliners, then.
All right, so to finish out the openers for the headliners, Skillet, woo.
Yep.
Yep.
Love them.
Parkway, not Parkway Drive. Coheed and Cambria.
Love them.
I don't personally care.
Don't really care.
Like I said, I saw them open for Slipknot. I was there to see Slipknot and Trivium. I was there to see some fucking speed metal.
And I've never heard a song from them in my life.
You've heard Welcome Home. I guarantee you have.
Probably.
Everybody's heard Welcome Home.
Probably.
That's their biggest song ever.
Probably. I just don't know them.
And then Megadeth.
I'm so angry Megadeth is opening for Tool. Dave Mustaine didn't beat throat cancer and continue singing to open for a band whose singer can't be in the spotlight.
Oh my god.
Audio.
Sorry, I have opinions.
You know, it's fine.
It went from
I
screaming to
saw-
sound like you were gargling mouthwash.
Dude, it's fine.
Yeah, much respect to Dave Mustaine. I love the fact that he is still one of the most influential and most gnarly guitarists I've ever had the gracious honor of like bestowing my eyes upon. He's an influence. He's an inspiration. Keep doing what you do, dude. You're one of the few rockers we got left. Since Ozzy can't tour anymore, sadly. All right.
The old school are disappearing, man.
All right, getting to the headliners. Even though they're the main headliner, Tool. This man has expressed how angry he is that Tool is closing instead of Megadeth. I am personally not a Tool fan. I respect Tool, but I don't really. They're not my style. They're not my flavor. I have seen, actually, funny enough, I saw them one time. It was the tour before they went on hiatus for 13 fucking years, but I was there to see Deftones.
I don't care for Tool. Never did.
Oh, Tool's a great live show if you want to take a nap, smoke a blunt, and chill in the bushes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I did. The worst part is Mando was there and he was screaming, "Oh!" And hard cut to me and Fraser just chilling a mile away.
Bro, that's how I felt when Volby went on, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go sleep now.
Okay, now I like Volbeat.
I don't.
I think Volbeat's kind of cool. I thought the guy's voice was a little weird because for some reason he sounded like Cher to me. Because the first song I heard was Lola Montez.
Cher.
Cher. The fuck?
Yeah.
What?
Take his sound when he sings Lola Montez, and now turn it into "Do You Believe in Life After Love?"
I will, but I don't think I'm not seeing it.
I'm not seeing it.
I could be wrong.
Anyways,
but now the other ones, left or right, blue or green, fellas? What color are we going with? Blue or green?
Can we start with blue and work our way up to the ridiculousness?
All right, so blue is Godsmack.
I enjoy Godsmack.
I think Godsmack is sick. I love the fact that they've had a long, illustrious career. I hate the fact that they had to cancel a bunch of tour dates because their ticket sales weren't high enough.
I need to check.
That's crazy, right?
I swear, because they were coming to my state. If that stage show was canceled, I'm gonna be upset. I wanted to see them. Damn it!
The Godsmack is so good. One of the artists at Aftershock last year turned down an encore because Godsmack got him backstage passes. He walked out and said respectfully, "Yo, I appreciate all the love, but I got backstage to see some motherfucking Godsmack. Peace, be safe, everyone." Drops mic, leave. No regrets. That's how good Godsmack is.
I'd probably honestly do the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, off the top of your head, Godsmack song, your favorite one or the one that you can jam to right now. You, Green, go.
Everybody, I Stand Alone. That's not even a question. That's the go-to.
Stand Alone. It has
You're going
to
with
be.
him, Stand Alone?
Yep.
I'm going with Crying Like a Bitch.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
You crying like a bitch. But then a close second would be Under Your Scars, just because that song, dude, he can sing, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, that man can sing.
How about Legends Will Rise? That's a good one. I like that.
That's gaming music
song.
Right there.
That song every time I hear that song, that gets in my head for days.
It's very motivational too.
It is.
It lets you know that, hey, just because shit got bad doesn't mean you can't rise from it.
And they came out with an album recently. I need to listen to that.
All right, and now moving on to ultimately, Godsmack is fucking fantastic. We love you. Please don't cancel any more tour dates, or else I'll be very sad and much not happy with you. I'll still listen to your music, but under like extreme duress. Okay?
I'll be mumbling under my breath out of frustration, but I'll still listen to your stuff.
Bitch, fuck these guys. But then,
all right,
the one that we needed to have at this concert, fucking Limp Bizkit.
Yo, yes! First time seeing him, I'm so excited.
Dude, I've been listening to so much Limp Bizkit recently. I frequently sing Limp Bizkit at karaoke because Fred Durst, a lot of their songs are just fucking goofy fun.
Oh, they're fun.
Oh, they're
The
fun.
fact that you have a song called Nookie and you basically say everything you're doing is for pussy. And I'm like, okay, sure. Cool.
Hey, real,
Hell yeah,
real
bud.
dude.
Dude,
Real guy.
One, I want to see them live just because it'd be my first time, but I also just want to see Fred Durst live and in the flesh is doing his thing. I want to see that red ass hat.
I will say, I was about to say, it is a different Fred Durst. It's not the blue South Pole jeans, white T-shirt with the white Nikes and red hat. He wears some the weird uncle at the cookout outfit.
That's
Where
fine.
the
That's
70s never
fine.
left him. But he's still goofy and weird. So Fred, we love you. I'm happy you managed to get the band back together so you didn't keep selling shit on the QVC channel. Proud of you. All right. Day 3. And before we go to day 3, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And we're going to hear from that sponsor. We're going to hear from that sponsor back there, if you can see him. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this. Whew. Well, that was fun. Oh. Hey, gamer. Still can't clutch up in Warzone? Still no victory royales? Still maidenless? It's time to change how you play, son. Drink Dubby, the delicious gaming energy supplement that'll help you achieve that epic play of the game. Now head on over to w.gg and use our code NSE for 10% off your total order. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you on the battlefield. And we are back. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully that was fun. Hopefully that was educational for you. Please get your hands on some W. Use our code NSE at checkout for 10% off your total order.
We're gonna have to talk to this man. I think he's rocking out too hard for his headset.
No, I think my cable's wearing out. If I move it whole, it just disconnects.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, that happened to be my one too. But yeah, so thank you, W, for hanging out with us. You're fun, you're great, you're beautiful, as I always want to tell you. Mwah, love you dearly, love you to pieces. Hope your toast is perfect tomorrow. But now moving on to day 3, because we are talking about rock music. We're talking about this lineup of I keep wanting to say Taste of Chaos.
That was a lie. I am headbanging way too hard. The guilt was eating me alive.
And we're gonna try to kick it up a notch, because again, we'll be here for 2.5 hours. As much as I wouldn't mind that, we don't want this episode to be that damn long. So day 3. All right.
Day 3 stacked, dude.
Day 3 is a stacked lineup. We'll say who the headliners are, and then we'll go through the openers. So your headliners are 311.
I'm actually pretty excited. They were definitely from the early days of me getting into
what?
Into music, like just the rock alternative.
I've only heard them a couple times. Not anything very extensive.
Then next to them is Pantera, which there's not much you could say to out like bad about Pantera, dude. It's Pan fucking Terra.
I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Some of their fans scare me, but I'll deal with it.
And if I remember correctly, Zakk Wylde is actually going to be the standing guitarist. I don't know who their drummer is going to be, but rest in peace to Dimebag and Vinnie Paul, bros in rock and roll forever.
Yep.
I went to actually a couple weeks back. I went to go see Black Label Society, and they actually did a dedication to Vinnie and Dime, and it was emotional, bro. It was emotional.
Man. I'm not gonna lie. If they play Cemetery Gates, I'm gonna get emotional.
Because there's gonna be a tribute to them. It's gonna happen.
That's what we need. Footage of me just weeping like a little bitch at Aftershock for the channel.
Put this on the TikTok. I miss you, man.
Just me chasing Frazier. Put the camera down. Stop.
It's not even going to be a
Trips,
sad. It's
falls.
not even going to be a sad song. He's just going to see Pantera and he's going to be crying while singing the lyrics.
No, there's one band on this that might make me cry, but we're not quite there yet.
All right, then let's cruise through the openers. All right.
You mean the
First
headliners?
up- Huh?
Wait, where are we going?
No, we're gonna
thought we
cruise
were
through the
on-
openers real
okay.
quick. I'm
Okay.
gonna speed read the names, and
All right.
then or at least the names that fucking matter. I think,
Fair enough.
and then correct me if I miss one that you wanted to talk about. So, Fame on Fire, New Age Limp Bizkit, not Limp Bizkit, New Age Linkin Park. No, they're the ones that do the cover. Yeah, they're the ones that do all the covers.
They do a lot of covers.
Yeah, their cover of Usher's.
I would say New Age
fucking,
Linkin Park would probably be From Ashes to New.
That's what I was looking for, is From Ashes to New.
Yeah.
Escape the Fate. Craig Mabbitt, love you. Not really.
Wow.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
Nope, you didn't.
Didn't you say something about Traders?
I like Traders. They're hardcore. They're a little more gritty and a lot less technical, but I enjoy them quite a lot.
All right. Then on the next line, we have Sleep Token, The Amity Affliction.
That's the one that's going to make me cry. I love those guys.
Amity Affliction.
Bro, it's either going to be Father, Son, or Pittsburgh, and I'm just going to lose my
It's
shit.
Pittsburgh for me, dude.
I don't know them. What's so sad or emotional about them?
Are you serious?
You really?
So Amity Affliction has this incredible ability to be very deep, hard-hitting, and real. They talk about some real heartbreaking lyrics, and in the same song have heavy breakdowns about like the human spirit and rising. It is an insane style.
It is insane.
I don't know anybody else that quite does the same. Do you?
I don't.
Dude, you have to check them out. I highly recommend them.
Bands that are really emotional and can make you cry, but not while also having insane breakdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Like an emotional
their shows
band
are nuts.
To me would be like Dayseeker, but then there's Amity Affliction where it's like they are heavy too. They make some chunks.
Oh man, the way down gets me every time. At Warped Tour when they played it, I shit you not, the crowd went from moshing. Everybody's got their arms over each other, and we're all swinging and singing. And there's people like in full tears. It was real, dude. That shit was so real.
They can hate you in the feels, dude.
So that's how you know their music is good. Is the fact that they have the diverse ability to change up their aggressive sound and make you want to listen because something is speaking to you on an emotional, spiritual, mental level.
They're I love them, but they're just like how I feel about NF, where I have to be in that type of emotional state to listen to them.
No, that's fair.
Or else I'm gonna get bummed.
That's fair.
I love fair. NF. I think NF is fucking sick. His new song motto is lit, especially all the references in his music that he makes. We're not here to talk about rap music. We'll talk about NF another day. So then I'll have to give Amity Affliction a try because I can admit it. I'm an old head, and I tend to stick to the music that I started listening to. So, like, in my playlist right now, I still have the Sacrament album from Lamb of God, and every now and again we switch it up to Laid to Rest and Omerta. That opening line, Omerta.
No Memento Mori.
Oh no, I think the song is great. Like again, Lamb of God is in my playlist because they're like the band that got one of the bands that like got me into metal.
You would hear Memento Mori anyway. They open it with that song anyway.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, every time.
But I'm talking if I'm listening to my music and I'm like going through my old albums, like I said, such as Lamb of God's Sacrament album or As I Lay Dying is an Ocean Between Us. That song, Nothing Left, kicks you in the fucking dick. Yeah. The Fall of Ideals album from All That Remains. All that shit that's damn near 20 years old at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so now moving on is Avatar.
Whoa. You did not just skip the Fever 333.
I was gonna save them for later because I really like them.
Okay.
Avatar.
Okay. Had a mild panic attack.
Okay.
Not a huge fan of Avatar. I can admit that.
They're okay.
I love their look.
Eh,
They built up a solid reputation. They built up a solid fan base, and you know what? Maybe it could be another classic case of DJ needs to give the right song a try. So if you
Well, that's
have
the
a
thing.
song,
They're not consistent. They change up so much. Like it's hard to recommend something that's going to sound vastly different from the rest of their work.
yeah, I think that's. I don't know. There might be a song or two that I might like of theirs. I don't know. I haven't really given them a shot because the 2 or 3 songs that I've already heard, I didn't really get into.
so would you say they're more like more of a band that you're not a fan of, but there's a song or two that you could add to a playlist, but not the entire album?
That's the thing is I don't
Yeah.
know if there is a song or two yet. I'm still
Okay.
yet to find one.
Well, then I'm definitely going to be doing some Googling, YouTubing, and Spotify later on. Now, the one that this man was about to decapitate me for, Fever 333. Holy shit.
Damn.
This isn't one of the craziest punk shows I've ever fucking been to. Dude,
I love them. The energy, the hype, the Fever 333 delivers on all fronts, bro. They had to have Russian riot response shut down their show because it got so out of hand.
Dude, Notfest.
Oh yeah.
When they were not, oh my god, I swear, I thought there was gonna be riots or like they're gonna break down the fences because dude, it got intense. There was just a dust cloud over the stage. Oh my god.
like, bro, though I saw them at Knotfest before the long stay inside happened, and the singer towards the end of the show just when him and the guitarist got done destroying the stage set, the singer just got naked.
We didn't get that.
We didn't get that.
We didn't get that.
Yeah, I still got pictures and videos. This dude just started like progressively taking off his clothes until he was in socks and boxers. And I'm like,
We didn't get that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Deej. Holy shit.
and I'm like, this is a true punk show. The stage is destroyed. Somebody's missing clothes. Normally, it's somebody in the audience, not the guy performing. But you know,
Well, when we saw him, he was 25 feet up on the scaffolding, shirtless, just hanging on by one hand, performing the set with the other hand. And then when he was done, put the mic in his mouth, climb back up, and then climb back down. The guy is a madman. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, that guy is something, dude.
dude, that's what I respect. Is like when you go all out. That reminds me of shades of like early. Now, I'm not saying I advocate this ever. I'm going to preface this right now. But that does give me like shades of early Slipknot vibes when they were climbing up the scaffolding and then even at some point setting themselves on fire.
Yep.
Still remember watching a video where where somebody set Corey Taylor's arm on fire and it didn't go out immediately when he tried to. He started panicking trying to put it out while still singing the song. So he lays down while singing the song. The percussionists jump down off of their beer keg drums and start stomping on his arm, still singing the song, by the way, to put the fire out.
They're committed to the craft. That is a showman to the core.
Yeah, very committed.
And that's why I give Fever 333 the props, because especially with that Corey Taylor bit that I told you about, that was one of those instances of in today's landscape, I never thought I would see anything like that ever again. Yet here it is. Another group of people that are willing to go ape shit for their craft because they enjoy it. And they know as long as we're enjoying it, the fans are going to enjoy it too. So Fever 333, you get the check mark of fucking awesome. All right, and then afterwards, speaking of Slipknot. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. He's on line above. Okay, next is Death Clock.
I am So excited. I've been trying to see them for years. I know it's kind of a dumb gimmick band. I don't give a shit. Metalocalypse is part of my childhood. I grew up still loving the music. I was listening to the Gears and Death March today. Death Clock still holds up. I don't care what anybody says.
I forgot what song it was, but one of their songs was on I think it was Guitar Hero 2, and that's how I discovered them.
Probably Thunder Horse.
That's it. It was Thunder Horse.
Yep. Death
And ever
Clock
since
band.
then, I fell in love with Death Clock. I got the chance to see them live for the first time back in, like, I want to say 2007, and it was them and Chimera opening for Dragon Force. Odd combo.
Hell yeah.
What a combo.
Yeah, it was great though. It was sick. You know Death Clock?
Vaguely. And all I know is Metalocalypse, really. That's it.
That's fine. Their music's in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The brunt you need to know is the entire band is one guy. He does everything.
His name is Brendan.
Something you want to tell us?
Don't look at me, bitch.
Okay.
Zoomer don't know Death Clock.
All right, the next up, moving swiftly upwards, directly above Death Clocks. We were just talking about his other project. Corey Taylor is going to be there as Corey Taylor, not Slipknot, not Stone Sour. It's going to be Corey.
I'm so excited.
Taylor. That's
that
good.
Dude is
that's
talented.
An interesting one, though. Yeah, I want to see that.
Corey Taylor show is one of the few shows I haven't seen, but I want to see it so badly because I've seen Stone Sour and I've seen Slipknot, but I've never seen Corey Taylor.
Yeah,
me either. I've only ever seen him as Stone Sour or Slipknot, so I'm very excited to see what he's going to bust out on his own. And I don't know if you know this, Sacramento loves Corey Taylor like every single time, dude. Packed in 8,000 people deep, screaming. I'm so excited. There's gonna be some fucking energy in the air,
dude. Especially after I saw that music video of Corey motherfucking Taylor Can't Be Stopped. I'm like, and he had all those celebrity cameos in a 4-minute video. Like, how many people do you know?
There's everybody wants to know Corey Taylor.
Rock, there's Danny Trejo.
Dude. If you're a celebrity, if you're not friends with Corey Taylor, you're not in it.
That's how you know you made it in life. Everybody wants to be your friend as a status.
Yeah, dude. God damn.
That'd be hilarious. You're not Corey Taylor verified. Get out. Sorry. Continue.
You don't have a Corey Taylor check mark.
Corey don't know you. You're not cool with us.
Yeah, fuck yourself. All right, the next on the list is Parkway Drive.
I am so excited. I've been trying to see them for years, but every time I get tickets, they get canceled. So I'm very ecstatic. I can't wait. I love their music, but they're from very far away.
Oh yes, they are very far away, but I think that they're fantastic, especially when. And everybody knows when to start singing, but when Wild Eyes comes on and you just hear that subtle crowd start.
Oh, dude. Oh.
And I'm like,
so excited.
Wow. Here we go.
When Wild Eyes or Crush starts, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm just going to be up on the crowd surfing up to the front.
Get me up there! Get me up there!
It's not a question. I could jump. I'm not tall, but I'll get up there.
I'll stomp on some heads if I have to.
All right. Do you like Parkway Drive?
Honestly, I haven't listened to any of their music.
Okay. I understand.
I'll change it after this podcast comes.
I'm pop a blood vessel.
God, baby, don't talk to me. They're pretty solid. If you want a good song to break yourself in, like you said, Crush or Wild Eyes, just because the melody is fucking gnarly. And like I said with Wild Eyes, that's the crowd participation song where everybody in the audience is singing.
Yeah,
and if you aren't singing the opening notes, you just got chosen, and you will be in the pit, whether you like it or not.
You've been offered.
Yeah, there's a lot
You
of bands
are the offering.
on those rosters, and I'm gonna have to look up later.
Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna skip over the one that I know he wants to talk about.
Mhm.
Polyphia or Polyphia.
I love Polyphia. I'm so excited to see them live for the third time.
I
Never a
love-
bad show. Super technical, super clean. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm had a hard day, I am gonna post up and just sit and enjoy the show because that's just something you could vibe to. I love their stuff.
Yeah, I love their technical guitar skills. Like a lot of people say that they're like a more melodically toned and modern version of Dragon Force with some of the things that they can do on guitars.
I think they're way more unique than that. I think they have such a distinct sound and style.
Right.
I wouldn't lump them in with anybody. If you sound like anybody, you're Polyphia. That, in my opinion, if you want to sound like something, you have to sound like them. They're that good.
Understandable. And again, that Polyphia is one of the bands for you guitar heads that love a unique sounding guitar. This is the band to listen to. Like
Oh,
this is the band to listen to and just vibe and just take the world in. Thoughts?
I have no thoughts.
Okay. All right. So now
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Polyphia is niche. Polyphia is niche. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, excuse me, arm. Can you return to me, please? I need you. Okay. Baby metal.
Oh yeah, ba ba ba. Oh dude, I cannot wait. Baby Metal steals the show every time. I was in the crowd with people who were like, oh, I just want to see it. It's a gimmick band. I don't think they're gonna be that good, but I just want to see it. By the end of the song, horns up in the circle pit, just riding it around like it's a goddamn roller coaster. Just ah, ah, oh my god, they're so good. I shit you not. They are that amazing, man. The full band lined up, dressed like they're from The Grudge. People shredding it on the guitar that you didn't even see. They step out into the light. I'm so excited, and they did a whole new album since the last time I saw them. I cannot wait. I hope they do the one they did with Sabaton, Omaji Night. I want to see that one live.
Yeah, the first song that I heard when this man started talking to me about baby metal, I didn't know who they were, and I learned myself something. And I just heard "Gimme Chocolate," and the first like 40 seconds where it's just the opening guitar licks. I'm like, oh my god, I already want to run in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yeah.
Give Me Chocolate's everybody's first one. Personally, I like Death or Starlight, but Give Me Chocolate's pretty solid.
Thank you. All right. Anyway, and now we move up to.
Wait, does Brandon know Baby Metal?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta ask. I gotta ask. We're like
You
0
didn't
for
know like the
3.
last four,
Me
so
and
I was just
him,
like, maybe no.
you told me and him at the same time. Except
I don't know.
I went more in depth, and yes, I love Death.
All right, what about the Metal Galaxy, their newest album? Do you know any of it?
I haven't not listened to it yet.
Okay. I'll stop there because there's 2 songs on there that just absolutely pull at my heartstrings. If they play them, I'm gonna be a mess.
Trust me, there's a lot of albums I need to listen to that came out recently.
Fair enough. Sorry, Deej, continue.
No, it's good. It's time to run. So we're up at the headliners now. So as I mentioned earlier, 311, Pantera, Korn. We'll start with 311. I don't know them, I don't think.
I like 311. They're good. They're from my childhood. I enjoy it. It's easy, soft rock, soft alternative. I'm gonna love it, and I'm not gonna lie. The nostalgia is probably gonna kick me right in the nuts when I get there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know them. No.
All right. So then
Amber is the color of your energy. You know them.
I'll have to give it a listen. Then.
I'm not gonna sing it because then we get
I probably
DMCA'd
would have to hear it. I
Whoa.
probably have to hear it. Don't you dare.
But I'm in the same boat. I might have to listen to it to actually understand, because apparently I know a lot of rock music once I actually hear it, but I just don't know.
You'll know exactly who it is, because who the hell talks about 311? Anyways.
Also, real quick, what was the name of the song again?
Let's not do it. Let's not do it because I'm gonna be
No,
like, I told you guys.
no, I'm saying what was the name of the song again, so I can
I believe it's called Amber.
okay, because I'm gonna
Amber.
Spotify it later.
All right.
All right,
Mm.
and now Pantera, classic band, one of the pioneers of industrial thrash, new metal, whatever the fuck you want to class them as. Philip Anselmo, a fucking crazy front man. Holy shit, and he's still fucking handsome. Dude, I still remember the first time I heard Cowboys from Hell. And I'm like, wait a minute. I want to mosh to this, but at the same time, I want to break dance. Hold up. How is this possible? So your first Pantera song that you ever heard?
It definitely had to be Walk, and it was during weight training and conditioning, and that really set a good tone for the rest of the day and my taste going forward in workout music.
Especially with the actual rhythm scheme. That's actually a great song to lift to.
Oh yeah. Well, at that point, I think I was squatting 480, so getting hype and getting in the zone was essential.
Understandable.
It's
I'm not doing that anymore.
It's kind of
Don't
funny
ask.
because I was also introduced to them under similar circumstances. First song I ever heard, Walk, and it was in a gym.
It's workout music, man.
Yep.
Mine was Space Cowboys. Mine was Cowboys from Hell. It was in a gym locker room, and I want to say I was 16 and in high school, and my our gym coach, our gym teacher was blaring shit. Oh, sorry, PE teacher was blaring that shit, and I was already into rock music, and I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of hype. Wait a minute. Okay, we're running track to this. Bet. Watch how fast I run this mile. Okay. So, Pantera gets the stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, good. Good. Now, Korn. If anybody
I'm so
ever
excited.
has the balls to tell me that they think Korn is bad, you're fucking wrong.
You're just wrong.
Like, understand
You're dumb and wrong.
We will throw hands right now.
Like, your opinion is now voided, and I don't care. You cannot tell me that Korn is bad with full chest. Dude, Freak on a Leash is like the song that I see everywhere. And I don't even have a TikTok, and I see it everywhere on TikTok. Especially like alternative / grunge TikToks. All they use is Freak on a Leash. I think they probably paved the way of new metal because
bro,
it has that aggressive hard rock and metal sound. But then the fact that it has like a bouncy vibe to where you can dance to it if you want to.
Well, that and combined with the fact that Jonathan Davis is one of the most gifted singers of our generation. The guy has so much range, different styles, and he just goes. He holds nothing back when he's on stage.
Right, I'll give him this, but I love the fact that he beatboxes in Freak on the Leash. Like that, I did not expect that.
Yeah, that was definitely different. First time I heard that, I was like, "Is he beatboxing right now?"
Sorry, I'm listening to Falling Away.
But and the entire band matches the same energy from John, Fieldy, Monkey, dude. They all match that energy. They're just on stage having fun. And I can only imagine how much fun they had filming music videos. Like something as simple as the Coming Undone music video. Not too much production behind it. They were just stood out in the middle of the desert and then shit just started happening.
Sometimes that's how you do it, though. You just let it flow, and you see that energy when they play, man. Shit gets wild.
And I love it. I love it. And they're geniuses. I even thought what was it? When they made that album where they mixed it with dubstep. I'm not a huge dubstep fan, And I was like, there's no way this is going to sound good. I was very wrong. Oh, God. These
He
guys
is
don't
wrong.
miss. They
He's
don't miss.
he's usually wrong.
He's
And
usually
I
wrong.
love how much fun that Jonathan Davis just has on stage, especially with that custom microphone of his. Come on, tell me that's not a sexy microphone
So
stand.
Oh, that's sexy.
I saw that thing and I'm like, trying to formulate ways of stealing it. Don't do that though. Ever. You will get got if you try to. Moving on. But yeah, so corn. Hit me with your favorite corn song, corn album. What are we listening to?
Oh man, it's gotta be Coming Undone. I don't know why it gets me every time. I think I was because I was the first one I ever heard from him, and it just stuck. Man, it made a lasting impression.
I love the crossover that they did with was it Shot Boys? No, it wasn't Shot Boys, but it was Coming Undone and Lean with It, Rock with It.
Oh man, I haven't heard
Yeah.
that in a minute. Oh, you just took me back to NFL Street 3, throwing game breakers to corn.
That shit was fucking gnarly. Over here, sir. Corn song, corn album. Which one? What
Would have to
what are
be
you
the
turning to?
first one that I heard from them would be Freak on a Leash.
Freak on a Leash is always a good classic choice. Something takes a part of me. For me, same album as you, but I had to throw mine to Twisted Transistor.
Ooh, good choice.
Oh, good choice.
That music video was crazy. They had Lil Jon in it. And a bunch of other rappers. I thought it was fucking amazing the fact that this is the first time I've been subjected to, okay, there's a bunch of mainstream rappers inside a music video that is for a predominantly metal based band. And that's when I discovered, hey, so this is what new metal is. It's hip hopping.
Mm.
So if you don't know the album, it's See You on the Other Side. The album art itself is gonna draw you in if you don't know. The album art is crazy. Yeah, it's one of my favorite albums ever. Not just of Korn. It's one of my favorite albums ever.
Yeah.
All right. Now moving on to the day that nobody really fucking cares about, day 4. We're gonna speed run this. So the headliners are Queens of the Stone Age, Rancid, and then Guns N' Roses is your closer. Let's just start with them here. We've already said our piece earlier. How do you feel about Queens of the Stone Age?
I like him. I'm excited to see him. I don't care. I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of that show.
Understandable. And then Guns N' Roses.
Love him. Seen him live before in recent history. Axel's put on some weight. He can still do it. I'm excited to see them play live. It's always a good show. I'm not sure what my physical and mental state's going to be on the night of the 4th day of this shit. So hopefully I'll be able to stay for the whole thing. We'll see what happens when we get there. Until then, welcome to the jungle, baby.
We got fun and games. Okay, well then, what about Rancid? So, I think I was about to say probably one of the most prominent of the skate rock era.
I'm actually very excited to see Rancid. When I was listening to him growing up, I couldn't go to concerts. It just wasn't something that was available in my life. So now I actually get the chance to just be completely hammered with my friends that I grew up with listening to him, swinging, screaming. I'm excited. I can't wait.
And once again, for those if you need some sort of reference, for those that have played Tony Hawk's Underground 2, they have a track on there. I believe it's Fall Back Down.
Yep.
Yeah, Fall Back Down is also a great song. You want to get into that level of skate rock, that song is fucking amazing. It's aggressive, but it's passive. The guitars go hard, but the singer's voice is softer and inviting.
It's fun. It's just a fun song.
Oh yeah, very, very, very fun. I remember busting out many Indy 900s to that song in Skatopia. The real Skatopia. Now, I at least want to ask this. Are you familiar with Rancid?
No.
I hate you. No, I'm kidding. And again, old school skate rock like that was is very difficult for people to get into nowadays. You had to have been there from like Rancid, the Violent Femmes, the Exploited, the Explosion, Bad Religion, all those bands, dude. I want just a big ass skate rock reunion tour. Like I want all those bands to just do one big ass tour and have no effects headline. I think that would be fucking dope. Assuming they're all not, dead, but
They're still around.
Okay, good. Well, I don't think the Exploited is. I think they got restricted back to Scotland.
Fair.
I believe. Yeah, we have a band. When you have a song called "Fuck the USA," maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, I still think the Exploited is fucking sick. All right, so the openers that anybody would give a shit about. Anybody care about Daughtry?
My dad's gonna be pissed, but no, I'm not a big fan of Daughtry.
Dude, I haven't heard them in over 6 years. I don't care.
I'll give him this much. I love the fact that he graduated from country to a pretty moderately decent hard rock band. Like I saw him live a year and a half ago with Tremonti.
Yeah.
More of like a hard rock / biker rock vibe, but not horrible.
Yeah, last time I heard anything from them, I swear I was like, oh, well, they sound like Nickelback.
He's changed up his sound drastically. I would honestly recommend giving him a listen now, at least one song from his more recent stuff, because he does go pretty hard. And again, he opened for Tremonti. For those who don't know Tremonti, very good hard rock band, very good. I like them. So you guys just heard that. I'm so sorry. Going down the line, I know they've been around forever, but I can honestly say I do not know them, or at least know them the way other people do. But Dance Gavin Dance.
Can't stand them. I'm not a fan.
No, I'm not a fan.
Fight me.
Maybe it was just like, yeah, fuck you guys. All right, so then, anybody know Bad Flower?
They're all right. Not the biggest fan. Easy listening.
Sorry, this last bit's kind of a downer, y'all. But as we said in the beginning, day 4 is not everybody's favorite.
There's a couple good ones on day 4.
We're getting to the ones. One of the ones that I would have given a shit about. I Prevail.
Woo!
I'm always excited to see I Prevail. Those guys don't miss. They don't miss.
They don't miss. I have yet to see them. I want to see them. One fucking day. I'll see them.
You need to, man.
It's
a good show. It's such a good show.
I can honestly admit, dude, a little bit of lore about DJ and how stupid he is. I thought they were the original writers of Blank Space. I had no idea that this fucking song was a cover. I didn't know. I don't listen to Taylor Swift. She would none of her music resonates with me. I hate all of it.
Better than
you seem like a Taylor Swift fan.
Absolutely not.
You look like a Taylor Swift fan. I don't know why. You just give me that
my
vibe.
avatar does. I'm not.
I don't know. Fucking. Also,
I hate
their cover of Blank Space. Better than original by far, and probably one of the best covers.
It's so good.
One of the best covers I've heard for a long time. So fight me, Taylor Swift fan.
And I think it was great. That's why I thought it was the original. And then when I go to the bar one day and I hear the lyrics that are very similar, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I go to the jukebox and it says Taylor Swift. And I'm not gonna lie, my first mindset was, this fucking harlot stealing credit for
harlot. This charlatan.
This Jezebel wanted to just do a cover of a rock song and turn it into a lovey-dovey country pop song. And that's when I was informed that she did the original.
Yeah.
I
I
wish I could
went
have been there
about a
for that.
year, almost a year and a half straight, not knowing that she did the original and that I Prevail did the cover.
Yeah.
So that's my bad. Sorry, Taylor. Still not going to listen to you,
Nice.
but my bad.
No.
Okay, so then here's a question, just hypothetical. Well, first off, would you say that cover was influential to their current fame?
Oh, easily. It went viral as hell.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then here's the question. Here, ow.
Oh.
Sorry, the W is now off the chair. I accidentally grabbed it. But you can still see him in the background. But if it and it's back. If it weren't for that cover, do you two think, in your personal opinions, they would be just as, if not more famous now if they didn't do the cover? Or do you think that they would still be up and comers? We'll start with you.
I think they would have been a different kind of famous. They would be kind of like Gideon traveling that certain kind of circuit. But now because they're exposed to a different audience, they have more options and they branch out to different styles. Because they have such a unique wide range, they have their own unique sound, but then they have this cover ability that showed a whole portion of the internet who they are. I honestly think they were going to find a way regardless. They're just on a slightly different path.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get the same feeling of if that didn't take off, they would eventually get to where they are, but I don't think they would have reached it as fast. They definitely would have done a lot of undercover stuff, just like, or underground stuff like Gideon, but I would also say they may have had a different style if that didn't work out, but honestly, I'm really glad of the style they have now. I love it.
All right, it's very unique, and again, I'm a sucker for a two-singer band because again, Shades of We Came as Romans. Early We Came as Romans. Rest in peace to the other singer who's no longer with us. But even I started thinking to myself, hence why I wanted to ask you boys, would they still be as famous or as relevant now if they didn't do the Blank Space cover?
Sadly, I'd
Because
probably
now
say no.
You say no?
I'd probably sadly, I don't think they would.
That's about how I feel. What about you?
I think they would, but they'd be more categorized as similar to Beartooth because they just kind of brute force their way to their position. Not in a bad way, just
like a metalcore, post-hardcore.
Straight ahead.
Now that I say that, now that I think about it, I think they would be more along the lines of Bad Omens.
I don't think so.
Really?
I'm also a fucking Bad Omens fanboy, so it's like skewed.
I mean, same, but like, I'm just saying, like, I think it would be of similar fame. Like, they would do a lot of opening shows and get a lot of exposure, and maybe when they get that big hit, then they blow up. You know?
Yeah, fair. You know what? You're right.
I think I would class them as a now current Escape the Fate, where people would know who you are, but you're not there to superstardom. When I say Escape the Fate, I'm talking post Ronnie Radke. It's now Craig Mabbitt. You don't really see Escape the Fate headlining stages anymore.
Who's Escape the Fate?
Exactly.
Who's that?
Exactly. All right, moving swiftly forward because we need to wrap this up soon. We're gonna lump all these guys into one because these are the ones that stuck out to me. Billy Talent, Mayday Parade, and Suicide Silence.
I'm so excited for everybody except Mayday Parade.
Yeah, I don't really care for Mayday Parade.
I don't know who Billy Talent is, but I do know Suicide Silence.
I highly recommend the song Red Flag by Billy Talent because
the kids of tomorrow need today.
When they live in the sins of yesterday. Ass off the crutch that kills the pain. The
Sorry,
red
Debbie.
flag wave never meant the same.
Spoken word over here.
It's just
If they did spoken word on stage, I would actually be in for it. That'd be something to see. But I'm very excited for them. Silence is always a good go-to. I love that. Never a bad show.
I've never seen us act like this.
Stop it.
I know. I wanted to go with the spoken word thing. I recommend anything that we mentioned with Billy Talent because Billy Talent is just he's fun. The band is fun.
Mhm.
He has a unique voice.
Very.
A unique voice in rock music that I didn't think for a period of time had a place, but then he makes it work. Like he just makes it work. And then Suicide Silence, just a classic, a classic band that I grew up on. Again, I know Suicide Silence from when Mitch Lucker was the lead singer. Rest in peace, Mitch. He's no longer with us, but at one point they were the band to listen to, especially in the days of like early deathcore. Like Bludgeoned was everybody's fucking jam, and it's hard for bands to come back when you lose a singer because let's be real here, a singer is the face of the band.
Usually,
like the front man is the face of the band. Like hypothetically speaking, I know they lost the Rev, but they're still willing to put out music and go on tour. Imagine if Shadows wasn't there.
Oh my god.
There wouldn't be Avenged Sevenfold. So the fact that this band has managed to come together and try their best to make this comeback, and they're being this successful with it.
Don't say try their best. They did it. They fucking did it, bro.
Well, I'm not to sound like I'm condescending, but they're busting their ass and they're still wanting to work.
Oh yeah, but they did it. There was no try. They did. That is the Jedi way.
And so I give so much love and respect, and I give them their flowers now. And dude, I really want to go to this fucking show. I think I might say fuck it, and it's not for a good few months from now. But I think I'm just gonna tell my boss, hey, so I'm scheduling this time off. If you tell me no, fuck you. I'm going anyway.
Yeah, that's gonna be a show that I'm definitely going to try to save up for. That
100%.
I missed last year. I don't want to miss this year.
And then once I have firm confirmation, I'm gonna get into your ear and I'm gonna be like, okay, which airport should I fly out of? Please come and pick me up. I hate being in public places for too long, and I'm scared.
Oh, dude, if you go through Sacramento Airport, I have to go through there for business all the time. I know the ins and outs, man. I'll get you in and out of there quick.
Hell yeah.
So that is it. That is the end. There are other bands, but like I said, we don't want to be here because this podcast would be literally 8 hours long. But that is it when it comes to Aftershock and the festival that is coming up in October. If you are in the Sacramento area, I highly recommend you get your passes and consider going because this lineup is sick. This lineup is gnarly, and honestly, dude, there's bands on here that I've only seen once. There's bands on here I've never seen before. There's bands on here whom I never even heard of, but yet these guys have, and they tell me that they're amazing. Hence why they almost killed me when I said I didn't listen to Amity Affliction. Sorry.
Listen to it.
So let us know down below in the comment section, like who you would put you. Who you guys would be looking forward to? Like, what day would you want to go to? We listed off what days the headliners were going to be on. So let us know down below what you would be wanting to listen to. Closing arguments and statements from you, sir.
Oh, well, it ain't got to be hypotheticals. I'm going to be there. I'm getting my ticket immediately after this recording. Got everything all settled out. Got the accounts flushed. So I will see you there. The goblin will be there in the crowd. If I knock you over and knock you out, I apologize in advance. You know, that's just the pit. That's the way it goes. But have fun, be safe, and if I do see you out there, have a good motherfucking time, Aftershock.
Mm-hmm. And now to you, Big Blue and Blue.
I missed last year. I'm gonna try my damnedest to get into this year's Aftershock. I'm going to mosh with this fucker over here, and we're gonna have a good fucking time. Okay. I'm gonna be there with the boys. Okay. It has to
Dang,
happen one way or
closing.
another.
Jesus Christ, this man moshed himself out of existence.
Again.
But closing statements for me. One of my closing statements, because I didn't say it already, but it is outro time. You heard it here first. Breaking news. The episode is ending. But for real, closing notes from me. I think that this festival is such a good thing. I really want there to be more festivals like this. Like I plan on going to if I can get to this one, I want to go to Aftershock. I want to go to Sonic Fusion in Ohio, or not Ohio, I forgot where it is. But I wish there were more festivals like this around. I want there to be another touring festival.
That right there is the big one. That needs to happen.
That is what we need, is another touring festival, whether it be a Warped Tour, a Mayhem. Well, it can't be Ozfest since Ozzy can't tour anymore. I'm sorry, sir. But we need another touring festival. Please, PR guys, people at Rockstar, people at Live Nation, make it happen. We need these things. This is what we look forward to. Okay? So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that has been us, the NoSkill Boys. I've been DJ. That's been Mikey. That's been Brandon. And you have been absolutely beautiful. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.